Do you feel like you're losing energy, memory, or strength as the years go by? Do you wake up feeling more tired in the morning, sluggish, with aches that never used to be there? Or notice that your mind isn't as sharp as it used to be? I need to tell you that this might have less to do with age and more to do with what you're eating for breakfast. Unfortunately, 98% of older adults start their day with foods that quietly crank up inflammation, hurt the brain, and speed up muscle loss. And the worst part? A lot of these foods are marketed as healthy. But here's the good news, that can change fast. In today's video, I'm going to show you the 4 worst breakfast foods you should never touch, and the 4 you should have every day, if you want to live with sharper mental clarity, more strength, better balance, and overall health. Stick around until the end, because I'll explain exactly how each food affects your body and give you simple, practical, affordable options you can start using as soon as tomorrow. Your body feels everything you put on your plate. Today, you're going to learn how to use breakfast to reverse symptoms you thought were just part of getting older. Oh, and before we continue, make sure you hit the subscribe button. This ensures you'll get all the new health videos made, especially for anyone over 60. And let me know in the comments, what city are you watching from? If any questions pop up during the video, don't be shy. Ask in the comments. Your question might be the same one someone else has, and I personally respond to every comment. Let's get started. Tell me something. What's your usual breakfast? Do you wake up, head to the kitchen, grab that slice of white bread, toast it quickly, slather on some margarine, and top it with jelly? Sounds harmless, right? Simple, convenient, even tasty. The truth is, this habit is common in many households, especially among older adults. But I need to warn you, this is, unfortunately, one of the worst breakfast habits an older person can have. That combo, white bread with margarine and jelly, might seem light, but what happens in your body after you eat it is a lot heavier than you realize. White bread, made from very refined flour, is absorbed super fast. It turns into sugar in your bloodstream within minutes. Your body reacts as if you've had a spoonful of pure sugar, and the jelly only makes things worse. It's basically sugar with a fruit flavor. And margarine, even though it seems like a light fat, it's made from industrial oils that are highly inflammatory. Your body doesn't recognize them and struggles to process them. Right after eating this, you get a spike in blood sugar, followed by a spike in insulin, and it doesn't take long for that sugar to crash down. When that happens, you feel that mid-morning fatigue, the sudden weakness, that out-of-nowhere hunger, and even trouble concentrating. And the worst part is that this blood sugar roller coaster, day after day, starts to quietly damage your health. Scientific studies show that this kind of breakfast is linked to increased inflammation, a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, muscle loss, and even a greater chance of memory decline in older adults. And that's not an exaggeration. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed seniors who ate this type of breakfast regularly and found they had a 48% higher risk of cognitive decline over the years. So tell me, is that quick shortcut in the morning really worth it? It seems simple, but over time the cost is high. Your body feels it, your brain feels it, your muscles weaken, your joints ache, your immune system becomes more vulnerable. And it all starts with a slice of white bread and margarine that barely tastes like real butter. But don't worry, the good news is that there are very simple, delicious swaps that do the opposite. They give you energy, mental clarity, strength, and even support your memory. We'll talk more about those in a bit. For now, I want you to really think. Does that little bread and jelly breakfast deserve so much space in your day? Now be honest. Have you ever thought that that colorful box cereal with labels like high in fiber, multigrain, or with vitamins was a healthy choice for breakfast? It's super common, Plenty of my patients, especially older ones, buy these cereals thinking they're doing something good for their heart, their digestion, or even to control their weight. But the truth is, it's not quite what it seems. Behind those cute boxes and fancy-sounding phrases are ultra-processed ingredients that your body doesn't recognize as real food. The base of these cereals is grains ground down to a powder. That means a rapidly absorbed carbohydrate. Once you eat it, it turns into sugar in your bloodstream almost instantly, and even those labeled no added sugar often hide other sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, or concentrated fruit juices that do the same damage. Now think about it, your body has just woken up. It's been fasting and is extra sensitive, and you hit it with a bomb of processed carbs, no real fiber, no protein, no healthy fats. What happens? You get a glucose spike. Insulin shoots up. A few hours later, that glucose crashes, and you're hit with weakness, fatigue, and hunger all over again. Then you wonder why you're losing energy just because you're getting older, when really the problem is the fuel you're putting in. And there's more. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that regularly eating processed breakfast cereals is linked to a 21% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Another study, done with older women, showed that those who ate cereal every day had a 36% greater chance of accumulating belly fat after age 60. And it's not just about looks. Belly fat is metabolically active and inflammatory. It throws off your hormones, weakens your muscles, and raises your risk of stroke and heart disease. Here's another point. These cereals are soft and easy to chew. That's why many seniors, especially those with dentures, choose them. But that's a hidden danger. You're trading a momentary convenience for a chronic health setback. These foods don't nourish you, they provoke dysfunction. They throw your metabolism off and weaken you. What's worse, many people pour sweetened milk or yogurt over these cereals, creating a dangerous combo for your pancreas, brain, and muscles. But breathe easy. Like I said before, this can change, and it doesn't have to be hard. There are simple, practical, way more nutritious alternatives, which we'll cover soon. The first step is admitting what looks healthy, but really isn't. Sadly, that boxed cereal falls squarely into that category. Now let me ask you something. Do you enjoy yogurt for breakfast? That convenient little cup, whether strawberry, vanilla, or even peach flavored. It seems like a light, healthy choice, full of probiotics, right? After all, the labels say it's good for your gut, helps with digestion, and is rich in calcium. But I need to warn you, most of those flavored yogurts are actually doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. These sweetened yogurts hide an absurd amount of sugar. Some brands pack in as much as 22 grams per single cup. That's over 5 teaspoons of sugar in one serving. And it hits you at the most sensitive time of day, breakfast, so that sugar goes straight into your bloodstream, aggressively spiking your glucose. It's not just sugar either. These products often contain artificial thickeners, colorants, chemical flavorings, and sometimes even artificial sweeteners instead of real sugar. All of that wreaks havoc on your gut microbiome, the good bacteria in your intestines that are essential for immunity, nutrient absorption, and even brain function. Have you ever felt bloated, gassy, or noticed slow digestion? In many cases, it's from those seemingly healthy yogurts that in reality feed the wrong bacteria in your gut. Here's something serious. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who eat high-sugar yogurts first thing in the morning see up to a 34% increase in inflammatory markers like CRP and IL-6, two indicators directly linked to joint pain, muscle loss, and even neurological issues. And what about those light or fat-free versions? They're misleading too. When manufacturers strip out the fat, they have to compensate, usually by adding sugar or sweeteners. Yet the natural milk fat helps your body absorb vitamins and keeps blood sugar more stable. So by choosing fat-free, you're removing a natural protective element and replacing it with a problem. If you like yogurt, great. It can be an excellent option. But it has to be the right kind. I'll show you a truly healthy version in a bit. For now, just know that this harmless little cup could actually be undermining your memory, energy, and gut health without you even realizing it. Now I want you to stop and think with me. Have you ever eaten that instant oatmeal packet? You know, the just add water or milk kind that's ready in seconds. Just stir and it's done. A lot of people think they're making a healthy choice. After all, the word oatmeal sounds like a health food. But I need to tell you something almost nobody mentions. This kind of oatmeal can be one of the worst breakfast foods, especially if you're older. Instant oatmeal goes through heavy industrial processing. The oats are ground down so much, so refined, that your body absorbs them almost like pure sugar. In other words, what's supposed to be a nutritious meal actually becomes a blood sugar spike. And guess what comes next? Exactly, that mid-morning fatigue, that sluggish feeling, that hunger that hits you again in less than 2 hours. Sound familiar? And it doesn't stop there. Most of those packets come loaded with artificial flavors and added sugar. Some contain up to 18 grams of sugar per serving, plus an ingredient called maltodextrin, which, believe it or not, raises insulin even faster than regular sugar. That's a metabolic disaster for anyone whose metabolism is already slowing down, like most older adults. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition looked at seniors who ate high glycemic index breakfasts. The result? A 47% increase in inflammation markers for up to 6 hours after eating. If you start your day inflamed, how can you expect to have energy, focus, good mood, and stamina? And that cycle, day after day, leads to insulin resistance. Your body gradually loses its ability to control blood sugar. That leads straight to prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, muscle loss, belly fat gain, and even cognitive decline. It's a silent domino effect that over time can be devastating. But listen, I'm not saying oatmeal itself is bad. Real oatmeal, the steel-cut kind without added sugar, can be an excellent ally. The point is that the way it's processed completely changes its impact on your body. Those instant packets, ready in seconds, aren't real food. They're marketing dressed up like dessert. And for your body, all of this matters. What you put on your plate first thing can determine how the rest of your day goes, and over time, how the rest of your life goes. You can start making that switch as soon as tomorrow. Now that you know what to avoid, let's talk about what can truly strengthen you in the morning. I'll start with the most powerful food on this list. It's small, but its impact on your body is huge. I'm talking about a little dark, intense berry that many know of, but few eat regularly, the wild blueberry. You may have tried the large, milder blueberries sold in plastic clamshells at the grocery store. But what you really want are wild blueberries, smaller and darker. They're a true gem for anyone over 60. These tiny berries are packed with anthocyanins, a type of natural antioxidant that protects your cells against premature aging. In practice, that means eating wild blueberries regularly helps protect your brain, improve your memory, strengthen your muscles, and even enhance blood circulation. One study in the journal Nutrients followed older adults who ate just 1 cup of wild blueberries per day. After 90 days, they showed significant improvements in memory and attention. This isn't hype, it's clinical, real-world results. And there's more. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular wild blueberry consumption reduced inflammatory markers by 52%. That's more than many medications achieve. And here's the best part. Wild blueberries have a very low glycemic index. That means they don't spike your blood sugar. Instead, they help keep your energy stable, your mind clear, and your appetite under control. If you're concerned about memory, balance, or strength, these little berries can be a true ally. It's easy to add them to your routine. Toss them into plain yogurt, blend them in a smoothie with banana, or sprinkle them over a warm tapioca pancake. If you can't find fresh wild blueberries, frozen ones are just as nutritious and often easier to locate. Just look for the wild variety. They're smaller and darker. It may seem like a small change, but adding a serving of wild blueberries to your breakfast is like giving your body a shield against aging. They won't stop the clock, but they will help you age with more strength, sharper memory, and greater independence. Now tell me, have you ever felt like you're losing strength over time? That climbing stairs, carrying a bag, or even keeping your balance used to be easier? It's natural as we get older, but there's a simple, affordable food that can really help preserve your muscle mass, energy, and even brain health. And it's probably already in most kitchens, but it has to be the right kind, prepared the right way, the free-range egg. And when I say egg, I'm not talking about just any egg. I mean eggs from chickens raised outdoors, those with darker shells, from birds that eat a more natural diet and roam freely. These eggs are nutritional powerhouses. Inside each one, you get high-quality protein, healthy fats, and a unique mix of vitamins and minerals that make a world of difference after age 60. One free-range egg delivers about 6 grams of bioavailable protein, that is, protein your body can actually use. What does that mean for you? You're giving your body the building blocks it needs to keep muscles strong, repair tissues, and support your immune system. And the older we get, the more critical that becomes. Studies show that seniors consuming at least 25 grams of protein at breakfast maintain up to 45% more muscle mass over the years compared to those who start the day with mostly carbs. But the benefits go beyond muscle. Free-range eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient essential for brain health. Choline helps form neurotransmitters, the chemicals that make your brain work properly, help you remember things, and stay focused. Many older adults are unknowingly deficient in choline, which can contribute to progressive cognitive decline. On top of that, these eggs are packed with vitamin B12, vitamin D, selenium and omega-3s, all crucial for metabolism, immune function, bone health, and even mood. And if they're from free-range hens, even better. Those eggs tend to have more nutrients per gram and fewer inflammatory compounds. How should you prepare them? Simple. Skip frying in vegetable oil. Opt for boiled, scrambled in a bit of real butter or olive oil, or poached. They're soft, easy to chew and digest. Ideal for anyone who has trouble with chewing. Eggs are one of the most complete foods out there, and contrary to what many heard years ago, they're not bad for your heart. Studies have debunked that myth. In fact, eaten in moderation and prepared correctly, they protect your body, mind, and energy. So if you want to age with more independence, balance, and mental clarity, think of free-range eggs as a cornerstone of your mornings. You've probably heard that avocado is a good fat, but let me tell you something. If you're over 60, avocado isn't just good. It can be a true, natural remedy. It's a complete food that works on multiple areas of your body at once: your brain, heart, muscles, and metabolism. First, let's talk about satiety. You know when you eat breakfast and before long you're already hungry again? That happens because your meal is low in healthy fats and fiber. Avocado is packed with both. When you eat avocado first thing, your body gets a steady source of energy that prevents blood sugar spikes and keeps you feeling full far longer. No more mid-morning hangover, no more fatigue or dizziness. But the benefits go way beyond just feeling full. Avocado is rich in oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that reduces inflammation in the body. That's essential if you deal with joint pain, swelling, or chronic conditions like high blood pressure or heart issues. An inflamed body ages faster. A body nourished with foods like avocado ages with more balance and resilience. Here's a point many don't expect: your brain. Avocado is a great source of vitamin E, B vitamins, magnesium, and potassium, nutrients that protect neurons and support connections between brain cells. Studies show that regularly eating avocado is linked to better cognitive function, improved memory, and even a lower risk of neurodegenerative diseases. In other words, avocado truly feeds your brain. Potassium, for example, is crucial for controlling blood pressure, something many older adults face. It also helps your muscles work properly, preventing cramps and ensuring healthy muscle contractions. If you feel weak, off balance, or notice tremors, the potassium in avocado can help directly with that. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Eat half an avocado with a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of salt, or mash it on a slice of whole grain toast with a drizzle of olive oil. You can blend it into a smoothie with fruit, or even eat it with a spoon as if it were a dessert. Its mild flavor pairs well with sweet or savory, and most importantly, its impact on your body is deep, lasting, and noticeable. Avocado is one of those foods that works behind the scenes. You don't feel it immediately, but over time, you'll notice you have more energy, fewer aches, sharper focus, and better overall health. Now be honest, do you feel more tired than you used to? Like you just don't have the energy you used to, and your body can't keep up like before? That can be directly tied to your blood circulation, which naturally slows down as we age. But there's a simple, natural food that can help, big time, to reverse that. Beetroot. Beets are a true nutritional treasure, especially if you're over 60. And no, you don't have to eat them raw, grated, or in a salad if you don't want to. One of the best ways to get their benefits is in a beet juice or smoothie made with fresh ingredients. It's not only tasty, but also a potent booster for circulation and energy in a mature body. The secret of beetroot lies in its natural nitrate content. When you consume beets, your body converts that nitrate into nitric oxide, a molecule that widens your blood vessels and improves blood flow. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, more energy delivered straight to your muscles, your brain, and all your organs. The result? More stamina, less fatigue, and clearer mental focus. And this isn't just anecdotal. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who drank beet juice daily saw a 19% increase in walking speed and a 21% improvement in muscle oxygenation during exercise. And that happened in just a few days of drinking it. In other words, beetroot helps your body perform better, move better, and recover faster. But there's more. Research at Wake Forest University showed that regular beet consumption improved the function of the brain's frontal lobe, the area responsible for memory, decision-making, and attention. That means this humble root can directly support keeping your mind sharp and protected against age-related decline. Here's another plus. Beets are soft, easy to digest, and you can pair them with banana, berries, or even a squeeze of lemon to make the flavor lighter and more enjoyable. Try blending half a cup of cooked beets with water and a piece of fruit, and drink it on an empty stomach or before your morning walk. It's a natural boost with no downsides and rapid effects. So if you're looking for more energy day to day, want to improve your circulation, strengthen your body, and protect your brain, start seeing beetroot as a real food ally, an unsung hero working for you first thing in the morning. If you've made it this far and want to take the next step, not just to transform your breakfast, but to improve every meal of your day, I have a special tip for you. In the pinned comment of this video, I'll leave the link to a complete ebook, created especially to help people like you live with more quality and well-being. This book doesn't just offer nutrition advice, it also provides simple and practical strategies to help prevent the main health issues that come with aging. If your goal is to live with more energy, better health, and greater independence, don't miss it. This material could be the first step toward the change you've been looking for.